Hey guys, Rob here with T.Jr.Woodworking. Welcome to my shop. I think we're going to do a small video tonight. We're going to build a set of risers. I've had some poplar boards left over from a previous build and stuff that I went over and dug out of the storage over there. I saved most everything. I mean, you can always use it. But we got some poplar here. We're going to use this one. We're going to work it up. We're going to turn that one into the feet. We're going to have one of the risers that's going to be 10 inches long, 5 inches wide. We're going to have one riser 5 inches wide, 15 inches long. And we're going to have one riser that is 5 inches wide by 20 inches long. We're going to make them all out of this poplar here, put them together. I don't know if we're going to stain it or if we're going to finish it with shellac and lacquer. We'll see when we get to that point. But it's going to be an exciting video. Hang in there. First thing we're going to do is get these cut down to width. Over at the table saw, we're going to cut them down to 5 inches. We're going to square one side up and then cut them down to 5 inches. So, you know where we're going. Okay guys, we're at the planer. Got the planer set up. Gonna run these 4 boards through there, get them set up and dimension down the size the way we want them. Then after that, we'll move on to the next step. Remember, ear protection. This one gets a little loud. Okay guys, I got the sander and stuff set up here. Got my pieces out of the planer. Man, they're already looking good. Look at that beautiful grain in them. We're going to sand them. We're going to start off with a 120 grit. Then we're going to go up to a 230. Then we're going to finish off with a 240 here. I'm not going to bore you with all the sanding, but I'll let you see a little bit of it here as we get going. Little pro tip as you're going through to make sure you're keeping it even and level as you're going through your sanding grits. I like to take a pencil and just lightly make a mark down through there on where I'm sanding. See the mark? Once the marking's gone, that grit is done. Move to your next one. So here we go. got them sanded up on both faces and the sides up to the 240 grit. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? You talk about smooth and silk. Wow. But we got one more sanding grit to go after we cut them down to size. We're going to cut this one down to 10 inch. This one down to 15 inch. And we're going to cut this one down to 20 inch. So I'm going to get ready, lay these out, get them marked. Then we're going to make our legs out of this piece here. We're going to need 6 of them for our feet, which are going to go on the bottoms here. You'll see how it goes together. I'm going to lay them out probably at inch by inch square, maybe 1.5 by inch, but I'll let you know. So let me get this laid out, get things set up, then we're going to the miter saw. So I'll see you over there at the miter saw. Okay guys, we're over here to the chop saw now. I've got these laid out. I've got this one here laid out at 10 inches from here to here. So I want to just barely leave my mark when I cut this. I may cut it a little wide and then sneak up on it here. I'll show you. When you're cutting this stuff, always try to remember to let your saw blade stop before lifting it up, because it could catch this piece and throw it. So now let me show you here. Still see my mark on there? Now we're going to sneak up on this piece, and how we're going to do that is we're going to bring the saw blade down and just slide the piece till it touches the blade. Then when you bring it up, see that? It takes ever so much off. We're taking like maybe a heavy 16th off at a time here to sneak up on our mark to get it exactly where we want it. Little pro tip. Remember I said this one was going to be 10 inches? Can't get no better than that. That's 10 inches on the money. Let's get the rest of these cut out now. We're going to do it the same way here. See? I still left my mark. Now we're going to sneak up on him. Right on the money. Now we're going to do my 20-inch one here, so let me get it done. And then we're going to cut the feet out. Pro tips. Save a lot of time. Now for our feet, I think we're going to lay them out, cut them at 1.5 inches. So I'm going to need 6 of them total. And I've got a square here to draw across the line here to get things squared off to start. We'll get to cutting them out. Now I think we're going to cut them out 1.5 inches. But I think what I'm going to do is show you guys another little pro tip here. Lock my saw down where it'll stay. And I'm going to take and set me up a stop block using a clamp. So we're gonna want these 1.5 inches. What we're gonna want them at off the saw. Inch and a half is right there. I put a mark on it. Let me bring you in here where you can see it. Inch and a half mark is right there. Sorry it got shaky there. Now I'm just going to take my stop block here. I've already cut it to square. I'm going to put it on that 1.5 inch mark right there. I'm going to take my clamp. Just clamp it on. Double check myself here at 1.5 inches. Unlock my saw, and away we go. Now all I got to do is slide my piece over till it touches that block, and each piece repeatedly will stay the same. Remember, let your saw blade stop before raising it back up. See how it caught that piece when I raised it up? Shoved it off to the side there. Did you see that? That could have come back and hurt you. Now let me get these other cut out here. We need 5 more. One more, last one, guys. Didn't cut that one all the way through, but we got her. Here we go. Now we got 6 blocks at exactly 3/4 by 1.5 inches. Now we're ready to go over to the assembly table. Get these all sanded up, smoothed up, and ready to go. We're just about ready to start putting this project together. Man, I'm telling you, it's gonna look good. Hey, anything I do that you do, be safe, do at your own risk. Follow safety procedures and do at your own risk. I try to help you and give you all the pro tips I can. Be safe about it. If you ever see me do something that you don't feel like you want to do or you want to attempt to do, then don't do it. Don't do it. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's get over and get these put together. We're back over here at the assembly bench now with our pieces cut down. This one is 10 inches. This one is 15 inches. And this one is 20 inches long by 5 inches wide. Each one of them is 5 inches wide. And if you remember, we cut our feet for these at 1.5 inches. They're a little rough yet because we got to sand the ends of them. If you remember when I told you I sanded them, I sanded the face and the back and the 2 sides, but I didn't sand the ends yet because I knew we had to cut them off. Save me some time. But this is the way they're going to end up going together here when we get them put together and get them done. We're going to go in probably 1.5 inches off the end. We're going to set them in about 1/2 inch or so. But to give you an idea of where we're shooting at, what we're looking at, that's what we're after. when these are all sanded up and put together, they're gonna look good. So let me get the sanding these up and get the sanding these ends up, and then we'll be ready to start putting this thing together. I can't wait. She's gonna look good, especially when we go through a finish on it. We go through, I think I'm gonna do shellac on it, bring out the colors, bring out the grain. So I got them all sanded out up to 220. I got laid out on the inside where I'm going to put my feet. All I did was measured in from the end 1.5 inches, and the feet are going to set on that side of the mark on each side, 1.5 inches. Also, off camera, went ahead with the 320 sanding paper that I used to finish up. Rounded off all the edges, made them all smooth and all nice. So let's get these feet put on this thing, get this project here on the way being wrapped up. The glue we're going to use for this is going to be, we're going to use some Instant Bond super glue. We're going to shoot it with some accelerator to make it dry better. This is going to act as our clamp, but we're going to also put some Type Bond glue on it as well. Help it hold, because these fibers are ingrained. It'll help it hold better. So let's get this project going here. Get these glued up, get this thing wrapped up. That way we'll have a little bit of time to work with it and move it before we shoot the activator to it. If we need to slide it around or whatever, we can do that. This super glue stuff's just going to act basically like a clamp. Ooh, that was close. Just hold it there for a few seconds, a little bit of pressure on it. It ain't going nowhere. There you have it. Our first one's glued on there. Just the excess wood glue, clean the excess wood glue off. We'll flip him around now, and we'll do our other side here. How about that? Let's get the others done as well. About that. That's looking good, guys. Looking good. Last two legs put on it here. You know how this process goes, so I'm not going to bore you with this. I'll get these last two put on it here, and we'll get ready to shoot some finish on it, shoot some lacquer or something on it yet. I'm still not made up my mind just yet, but, and then we'll show you what they look like. All right, guys. Got the legs on them, glued up. Man, they're looking good. Man, they are looking good. I like the features that it's got in it here, where that knot used to be right there. Man, that looks good. You wait till we get some finish put on it. See how they turn out. I want to go over and get things ready to go. We're going to shoot some lacquer on this complete set here, and then hey, these will be done. So let me take you along here and get things set up to get this lacquer put on these. Shellac, I should say. We're going to use shellac. Maybe do a coat of lacquer at the end when the shellac's dry. But let me get things set up. Get the shellac and stuff brought over here. I'll get you guys in here. We'll show you how it turns out. Trust me, they're going to look awesome. So I can't wait to see them. Hope you can either. Alright guys, I'm back. I got our spray on shellac that we're going to put on these. I'm excited to see how they go. I'm going to spray some shellac on them. It's clear shellac. We're going to see how they turn out. They're going to look good, I'm telling you. They're going to look good. So here we go. This is it. I haven't did any of these yet, as you can tell. You're along with me for the ride. See what they look like as they come through. Wow. Look at that, guys. Look at that shine that's putting on that. Man alive. Best part about this is it doesn't take it long to dry. Got to do this end down here yet. Make sure you cover it all. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? That's just gorgeous, isn't it? The way them turned out. When it dries, we'll put another coat on it here. So let's go ahead and set this one aside, bring the next one in. Get something put on him here. Yeah, drop it. That's good for it. Just what I say. It's almost dry already. Still see the shine on it. Let's see if we can get him turned around here. Get this bottom done. Man, guys, don't that look good? Look at that. That really brings that out now. Brings the color out. Brings the pattern of the grain out. Man, that's looking good. This, my friends, is why I do it. This is why I do it right here. Let them set up and dry a little bit. bring you in a little closer and let you get a better bird's eye view at it here. A little shaky. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? The way them turned out. That's a beautiful little set right there. Set of risers for setting on your kitchen counter or tabletop or wherever. They just look good. And it didn't take that long to build them. I'm gonna let them dry and go over them probably with some real fine 4A steel wool pad, real fine 4A. Dust them all down, wipe them all off, put another coat on them, and then we'll call it good. But hey, if you like what you've seen here, hit that thumbs up, hit the likes button there. Beat that like button up for me. If you haven't subscribed yet, come on aboard. Subscribe to us here. This is what we do here. We take rough cut stuff. If you remember from the beginning, it was real rough right off the saw after it'd been dried, and made these out of them. These beautiful risers here that you've seen me make today. Subscribe to me. Hit that bell so you get a notification when the new ones come up. We're doing some lives too. We're getting a couple already. I think we're going to do them on a Saturday night. So just watch out for me there. Hit that bell, and then when I'm on live, it'll tell you. Come in, join me. Ask me questions. Send me some requests if you want to. Send me some of the projects you built. I'll put them on my channel for you. I'll share your love out there. But for now, if you want these, I forgot to tell you, I've got an Etsy store. It's T.Jr.Woodworking Creates. Or no, I'm sorry. Scratch that. TJrWoodworkingCrafts. I've got 5 or 6 items on there now. We're getting ready to put these on there here in a little bit. And yeah, if you're interested in them, go look at them, go get them. If you don't like this color or size, dimensions, hey, shoot me a message. I can make them for you. I can make them the color you want, size you want. Just let me know. That's what we're here for. I enjoy doing it. I love it. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see y'all on the next time. Bless you.